That is 55%, as we are joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Ginger Colvin. I know, Coach, this is kind of a tough place to play here at Cumberland, a really good ball club that Coach Jeremy Lewis has, but a nice win for the Lady Tigers.
They're so long in every position, and they can switch. And, you know, you go through and run your offenses that you set screens for or whatever, and they've already switched, and it's really tough sometimes to score. But we hit jump shots today, and it's something that we've not done well as a team this year. But I thought Kaiser obviously stepped out and got us going early, and when she can do that, she was great the first half. And we all shot the ball very well. Alexa has struggled a little bit early, or struggled a little bit as of late shooting the ball, and I thought she came in and shot it with confidence today. And when she did that, that helped us. I know going into the half, I think Kaiser had hit 4 threes, Lex had hit a couple, and we needed it because we didn't defend them very well the first half. And they're tough to defend because they're all so similar except for their point guard, and then she does a great job. Her assist turnover ratio is really, really good, and she finds the open kids, and those kids, their kids can shoot it, they can score in the paint. They move really well without the ball. Obviously, Jeremy does a really good job offensively with them, and they created some problems for us today. We just shot it extremely, extremely well.
Not a lot of teams would want to be tasked with going on the road without your leading scorer to play Lindsey Wilson and Cumberland University in the same weekend. Did you learn a lot about your club this weekend?
Yeah, I think we did. You know, and then obviously with what Savannah's going through as well, you know, you've got that kid on the floor when I know there's a lot of emotion and a lot of, you know, she's got to have some sort of fatigue no matter what going on with her. And I feel like we had kids that really stepped up. I'm really pleased with Madison Faulkner. And we've talked about this before. Madison Stewart, I think's one of the best that's ever played for me, and we're bringing her off the bench right now because she had just been in a little bit of a funk and I think had just started trying too hard. And that 1-2 punch is being pretty creative for us right now. You know, and it's the process. We feel good because I feel like we've played really good defense early in the season, and we haven't been very good offensively. And today I feel like we were pretty good offensively.
Madison Faulkner with 2 starts. She's averaging 15 points a start.
Yeah.
Maybe you found a little something.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, we talk about our kids all the time. And, you know, I know it's a big deal to start. I know all that. But when you've got kids that just embrace that, if you watch Madison Stewart, you don't know if she starts or not. You watch her, she could care less. She just wants to win. And it's just sometimes I think people put too much pressure on kids to start. I think sometimes it's just the right combination. And right now, that's the right combination for us. And bringing Stu off the bench, I think has helped her. And, you know, I know back when we won conference tournament, we brought Mary Jellick and Haley Hillier off the bench, and those 2 kids would have started for anybody in the league that year. And I think we've got some kids, you know, you look at Madison Kaiser, she's playing as well as anybody in the league right now. And so our depth is good, and I think our depth paid off this week.
And you turned over Cumberland 20 times today. I think their season high was mid-20s or so, so really got after them defensively. But you talked about the offense coach. They had given up 70 points just once this season. Hardeman.
They are, in my opinion, the best defensive team in the league. They can switch everything, and they're long, and they rebound. They're physical. It's a team of Faulkners, really, but they're all a little bit bigger than Faulkner. And they're long, and they're just a team that Jeremy likes to coach. He loves that length. He loves that athleticism, and they have that. So it's tough to go out and combat against. And I was more worried about them and their mid-range jump shot, but I feel like we pulled up and knocked down some good shots today.
You get a little bit of time off here, a few days. And next week, all intents and purposes, somewhat of a light week. You just get the one game. You get to spend all your energy on Georgetown, a road trip, but it is you get to catch your breath a little bit.
Yes, and work on stuff we need to work on. You know, when you've got that one game, you can work on, obviously, Georgetown, and you can't take them lightly. Cumberland, you just went up there and had a squeaker and come out with 2-point win. I think maybe that might have been a little bit of a trap game for them, too, wanting this game here at their place. But Georgetown, they've got a lot of weapons, and I think Coach Jackson's doing a really good job with them, and they're getting better every game. I don't know how the scores went today, but you know, obviously they had their hands full with Kayla Stiles, but I don't know who doesn't. And but I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of the way they battled and came out. And you know, I had some I didn't think play as well as they played at Lindsay, but then I had some come in and play tons better. So I'd say that's Kaiser's probably career high today. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she She had 14 in the first half, so she was right there.
Yeah, and then she came out the second half and took, I know her first possession, she took a quick one. Of course, I knew they were going to guard her and try to run her off the line the second half, but then I thought she took a couple really nice drives and took what they gave her and just played really mature. Most kids would want to come out and just keep shooting threes. And I thought she adjusted and did a good job.
Well, you can get on her. She had that free throw for 20, and
then we will. That's something we can fuss on her about.
Get on her for that one. And then, Savannah Gregory had her career high assist today, 5 assists. She was really.
Oh yeah, I
helping
didn't notice that.
facilitate early. So.
We talk so much when we pick the stat sheet up. We want our assist turnover ratio to be in the positive, and it was today. It hasn't been a lot this year. We've gotten better since conference has started, but for us to be good, it's got to be in the positives. And, we had a couple, I thought, really good passes and missed a couple easy bunnies down the stretch. But, you're going to do some of those. Today it was outside. Maybe the next time it'll be inside. But I'm really proud. This is, I think this is a team that should be in the top 25, top 30. There are just a lot of teams out there. I know there's 4 teams in the Mid-South that are good enough to be in that mention and in that top 25. I'm watching them. And I talked to Coach Jackson after they played. It's this is a very long, good, well-coached athletic team.
Well, you look at this team's losses: Shawnee,
right.
Campbellsville, Vanguard, Providence,
yes.
and Freed Hardeman, Martin Methodist.
You've got to give these teams that go out and play a schedule like that credit. You have to, and he hasn't lost to anybody other than Shawnee and Lindsey Wilson, 2 top 10 teams going into today. They were on a 7-8 game win streak up until that, and they deserve more respect than that. And I think if they do keep playing and doing what they're doing, they're going to get in there. And if they get in there low, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't want to play them early in the first round in a tournament. So I'm glad they're in my league. But yeah, I'm pleased with this win today. I did not anticipate coming out and it being. Double-digit lead going in. It never is down here, and I didn't anticipate it being any different today. I think the difference was we shot the ball a lot better than we've shot it.
Well, congratulations on this one. Catch your breath, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
Thursday at Georgetown.
Let's get these Tigers and get them a win, and let's have a double sweep this week.
We've started that Thursday night. It'd be a good trend.
Let's just keep it rolling. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Ginger Colvin and the Lady Tigers victorious here this afternoon as they knock off Cumberland University. Final score 82-63.